How y'all enjoying it out here so far?
Nice.
Great.
How about you?
I love the weather out here. Love the vibes.
You don't miss the snow back home?
I'm, where I'm from, man. So I'm still getting used to that snow.
Grant, when you look at the Rams, what, especially for you, what stands out to you about just the way that they operate and what you guys have to defend against?
Shoot, it starts with the gunslinger. They got a quarterback, man. Stafford, he's been around the league forever. I think it's this, I don't know what year, 14, 13, it's one of them. So he does a good job of spreading the ball around. They got a nice rookie receiver that's come about in Puka. Cooper Kupp's getting back healthy. So they spread the ball around, man, and they do a great job of getting guys open. So that's something that we got to control. But we love passing games as DBs, so it's our opportunity.
How do you feel about you guys maybe having a veteran quarterback out there? It's the first quarterback, but Joe might start this game. How do you guys as a defense?
We've seen what Joe could do last year. We don't like to talk about it, but he came and beat us. So we know he still got it, man, and he's a savvy vet and he's seen everything. So I know that Elijah's very familiar with him, playing with him last year, and I know they got some chemistry, man. So I'm excited to see whoever goes out there. But as I say all the time, I play defense. We on the defensive side, so we try to control what we can control.
On your side of the ball, what goes through your head when you see Miles kind of banged up, and then I know the expectation he's going to play through and tough it out, but he's your leader. So what do you kind of think when you see him?
I didn't know it was a such thing as Miles being banged up, man. He got in a car accident last year and walked away and played the next week or something, 2 weeks. So, man, he's like the Incredible Hulk, man. So that dude is different. So, but any banged up injury, he's taking care of it right now. I don't know if he'll be out there this weekend. I hope he is, but if he's not, he's not. We got to reload. We got a lot of good pass rushers. We have a great D-line, so them guys know what they're doing, and we're gonna be all right.
Grant, you guys, the defensive numbers are really good. On the road, they'd occasionally spike to the other way. Is there anything to that, or is that just football?
Yeah, you're right. Like Denver, Seattle, giving up a couple plays here and there. So I think us being out here for a week is definitely going to help us, man. We're going to have fresh legs. We're used to the weather. We're used to the environment. We're comfortable. So I think that we're going to start fast on defense and finish strong.
The fact that you guys came out here and you're in the sunshine, does it make it all the more sweet that it's snowing back home and it's like 26 degrees or something?
Yeah, I mean, it's comfortable for sure for us from the South. But we miss Cleveland, man. We can't wait to get home and play in front of our home fans. It's bad for opponents when we get it to play at home. So we're looking forward to next week. But right now we're enjoying this weather, man, and hopefully get this win.
Grant, how have you seen MJ grow in year two?
Yeah, man. It starts in the locker room really. And he's more vocal. He's a more presence in the locker room, and he's a bigger voice because he played so well last year, and then that translates to the field, man. He's playing off the charts. So hopefully keep going, man, and bounce back from last week. A bad loss for all of us. Really not a bad loss, but as DBs we felt like we could have played better, and this is a perfect opportunity to do so. And guys like him, they're gonna step up and get it done.
I know you guys all like to compete, but he seems to really relish those one-on-one matchups. He seems to have a little something extra when he goes against certain guys. Do you see that in him a little bit? That edge?
I do, man. He's from Florida, so he always gonna have that talk to him, and he back it up with his play too. So it started in colleges. He was talking that smack at Mississippi State, and I like that SEC corner, man. So translate to the league, and as long as you could back it up, I think he'll be great. Have a long career. So I'm looking forward to it.
Can you believe there were like 9 corners taken before him?
There were like 4 safeties taken before me. So that's how it goes sometimes.
You mentioned all those Rams, Stafford and those receivers. What about that running back, Kyron Williams? He had a big game last week. What do you see on him?
He run the ball hard, man. He run the ball very. He's a downhill runner, and he looking for contact. So he's a Notre Dame guy. I think Jock familiar with him. So we watch the tape, man, and we feel there's a lot of good running backs this year. So I think that's gonna prepare us. And they ran the ball too much last game. So we got a big emphasis on that. Even though this team isn't the biggest running game team, you know, we got to play that to our advantage.
How about Denzel? Still not out there again today. If you have to be without him again, you think you guys, you know, might even adjust a little bit better this week?
Yeah, like, you know, it's hard not having the Warden out there, man. But like I said, we got to reload. In order to play this game, man, you got to have a good D-line, you got to have good corners, honestly. So, you know, we got young guys ready to step up, bounce back from that loss last week. And Ward's having an amazing year, man. It's hard not having him out here, but he's trying to get healthy, so we'll be all right.
I know it's one at a time, but you guys are right in the playoff mix,
Yeah.
right? You feel like if the defense does what it can do in December, then you'll get where you want to go?
Yeah, I promise the sky is not falling, man. We put ourselves in a good position. You know, we're never satisfied, but it could be worse. So we control our own destiny, man. We want to finish the season strong. We want to do whatever we can do to make it there. And once we make it, you know, we got a chance. That's all that matters, man. We got to keep doing us on defense, and the offense is going to take care of what they do.
First obvious question would be, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling better than Sunday, but you know, getting better every day, getting treatment every day. Just looking to go into Sunday as healthy as I could be.
Does that give you a little extra protection there that you're wearing?
I assume it would, you know, protect me from hits and stuff like that.
Have you ever had anything like this?
Yeah, I had a very similar type of injury. So.
Were you able to play through it?
Mm-hmm.
A week back in California is all right with you guys? I mean, you're enjoying the week is what I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the week. Yeah.
Amari, what's your impressions of Joe's arm strength?
He looks good. He throws a very pretty ball. You know, I don't know if it's intentional or what, but when he drops back and he lets it go, the whole motion is like poetry in motion. It looks good.
You talked about a lot about how communication is really important. So as you guys are acclimated with Joe, how has that communication been going this week?
Yeah, communication is very important. You know, just to be on the same page. Actually, we was talking today about 2 routes actually. And you know, he just reiterated that it's just important for us to be on the same page on those routes. So I mean, it's always important. You know, he asked me how I was looking to run a certain route versus a certain look. So now that we're on the same page, we can move on to the next, the next form of communication about the next route. So yeah.
With him having the big arm, are you excited about, you know, getting some of those explosives back rolling more?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you know, that's what the game is about, you know, making explosive plays, getting good field position so that we can score points. Yeah.
Is it difficult to build? I mean, it's short enough time that he's only been a week and a half, but you're not practicing a bunch. Does that make it even that much tougher to build time?
Yeah, that's why the communication has to be on point. I wouldn't say it's difficult because with him being a veteran, with me being a veteran, we kind of know what certain routes, what the connection on certain routes is supposed to look like. Like we can eliminate a whole bunch of scenarios already. You know.
I know he wasn't, you know, active or anything last Sunday in Denver, but he was there on the sideline. Did he, you know, come up and ask you specifically any questions, or was he kind of asking guy questions during the course of that game?
Yeah, he did. You know, he was watching. He definitely came up to me and asked me a couple questions about a couple routes. He did, yeah.
How cool is it for you? And I know there's all different levels of quarterbacks and all different kinds of scenarios, but how cool is it for you to be talking to someone who can get like really into the weeds with the nuances of a route, and then I know you love to do that. You did that with Jacoby all the time. So is it cool to have, and Deshaun? Is it cool to have that where you're kind of digging in?
Yeah, it's real cool. You know, like I said before, he's a veteran, and I know that he has a wealth of knowledge. He played with, you know, not just a lot of great receivers, but a lot of good players. And as you know, playing with a lot of good players, you know, on the defensive side of the ball, it could teach him, you know, more about his position and what not to do and all those things. I think more importantly than anything, he's one of those guys that when I talk to him, I just want to listen because I know he has a lot to teach.
Mark, did you think that hit was okay?
I ain't see it. I still haven't seen it. Nah. Uh, but I mean, he hit me here, so yeah, yeah. I
Even
mean,
if his is helmet rather than.
yeah. I mean, it's part of the game. You know, it's a reason. You know, I love playing this game. Even though I was on the receiving end of it. I mean, you know, if it was easy, everybody would do it. Yeah, it was just actually something I was thinking about the other day before Sunday. I think I saw a clip of Tom Brady talking about, you know, how much the game has changed and stuff like that. And I can remember, I believe I was in like the 7th grade, 6th grade. I know I was in middle school. Remember the day when Sean Taylor died, you know, and you know, if it was him, that hit would have been much harder. But I can remember just everybody crying, like all my teammates, everybody who played football, like they were crying in class when they found this out, because it happened like I believe like in the wee hours of the morning. And so when we were in school, like at maybe like 10 o'clock, when everybody like realized the news, guys were crying because they just appreciated how much how he played the game. And I appreciated how much he played the game. And so, you know, this is why we love football. So, no, I thought it was a clean hit by way of what I felt. I didn't have any problems with it.
I know, obviously, like, you don't know yet if Joe's going to start, but, like, how important, if he does have to start, is his, like, veteran, like, just his veteran years in the league for you guys? Because since you haven't been here 10 days, like, just how crucial is that for you guys as a receiving corps?
Yeah, I mean, it's utterly important. I mean, you know, most of the game is played up here, and you know, when you've been playing the game for almost 20 years, you have so much knowledge. You know, that knowledge is power, and it just makes things easier out there. So, you know, the game is going to be very slow to him, 100%. You know, and it's just better. It's just better.
You've talked about this before. Why is it so important for you to play despite anything? Right? You finished last year with the core muscle, and you want to play through this rip. Then why is that so important?
I mean, just to be available. You know, I've seen time and time again, doesn't matter how talented you are, if you're not available, then it's like you're not talented. You know what I mean? So, you know, just being able to be available for my team. And really, I always ask myself one question when trying to determine, you know, whether or not I should try to push or play through an injury. And I asked if this was the championship or the Super Bowl, would I play? And if the answer is yes, then, you know, why not? Yeah.
You probably don't want to get specific, but just because your ribs aren't cracked or broken doesn't mean that they're not like painful. So would this be like a rib or a cartilage thing? Can you tell me?
I don't know. You know, I'm not an anatomy major or anything like that, but it's somewhere in that general area, yeah.